So the journey starts out here in the city, just leaving my crib. Conrad with the new bay, his new daily in full action. So we'll take a little cruise out together and see how this fucking goes. All right, just pulled in, said hello to the folks to make sure everyone's all good, and time to pick up the old grill. Gotta get the bucket seat in, get it essentially prepped to be able to go. Grab some tires and do some basics. The cage and the seat in the back. Gotta unlock the Evo L that I ended up picking up from a friend. Even trade for my normal Evo. Also test fitting some wheels on Conrad's old bird. I gotta get this thing dusted off because my old man doing some work in the garage on some home improvement stuff. So time to get this thing buttoned up and back on the road. All right, so I very clearly forgot how annoying it could be to work on seat rails and getting everything aligned for especially a larger bucket that wasn't all the same size. Where is it? There it is. And
foolish human.
Yeah. We got Conrad test fitting the old X3 wheels, painted black with, that's a 20 mil on the rear.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, sitting pretty flush. It might be a bit too much, but honestly,
too much for sure. But like, or it's too much or perfect.
Yeah, so I mean, you can't tell until it's on the ground. They don't have valve stem seals in them, so we'll see. This thing's gonna clean up nicely.
Put these anvils on here.
Yeah, they're definitely not light. That's kind of like the downside.
So 20 for the front. Without that.
So back into it. Almost let the rails over one slot in the Mach Schnell seat rails and the adapter brackets, so shouldn't be too bad. Let's get back into it. All right, an excursion and a half later, she's in there. It's Sparkle Evo L because my Fatouche could not fit into the normal size Evo very comfortably for too long, so I ended up getting a trade and swapping them out. So getting late. Don't think realistically I had it on my dad's bicycles. Jesus. Don't look like we're gonna start in the X3 tonight, but at least we're gonna get it up to the garage. Maybe even get it on jack stands, depending on how much time we have available to us. Start that project tomorrow. It's Wednesday? It's Wednesday today, right?
Yeah.
So start on Thursday with the X3 and also begin the cleanup of the garage. It's kind of a mess. It's been more or less neglecting getting everything organized and cleaned up with it because every single time I jet up there, it's like I gotta work relatively quickly and then it's bounce back home because it's either late or at that point I just have had more than enough. So it'll be an opportunity to get everything nice and organized and then as well get started on the X3. Noticed some weird stuff like shimming from the front wheel under like heavy load and also like full lock when like you're in reverse. So I thought it was one of the control arms to have the SPL fronts. The inner hem joint, just like the inner mounting point. This is the only part of the bushing I haven't replaced because I bought the arms used. Yeah, we could have showed them next time. Essentially, you do just like the classic wheel shake. You just grab the wheel from the front, rear, and just kind of pivot it left and right. Any play, and also same 6 and 12 o'clock on the wheel. And we had a little bit of play from surprisingly not what I thought it was with that spherical front SPL arm. So it was actually weirdly coming from either the steering rack or the inner tie rod mounting point / ball joint. So we're gonna pray tie rod. I mean, honestly, the SPL is kind of easy to be able to replace because it's just, you gotta just unscrew it and then it just comes out, you just place it with a new one.
How expensive is it?
Not expensive, 30-40 bucks. So per side, so it's not difficult to do.
You said the tie rod's new, right?
Yeah, the full tie rod assembly is new. So yeah, I mean the steering rack I also got from
from its exit might be fucked up.
Possibly, but I've had it on for the car for this long, right? We got it from not a pick and pull, but it was from like dismantlers.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, they're just like they're like a more professional junkyard essentially.
It's professional because they're European. There's no like European junkyard.
So long story short, that's something that I got to address. But the X3 with its suspension is a little bit more paramount because that is currently the daily. And as much as I love driving around the low one, wintertime when it's cold outside on semi slicks, bucket seats, half cage in there is not the most comfortable thing in the world. I love it, but it's just day-to-day usage. It's the F chassis cars are just better cars all around. Realistically, I am looking forward to have 3 pedals all over again for at least a little bit of time, but this thing needs some work. Nothing too crazy, but just needs to get buttoned up after getting its ass kicked last season. It's kind of just the name of the game. Just need to continue shaking it down and get to the X3. But yeah, Conrad ended up getting lucky with my old X3 wheels and stock joints on the F25. So our games of BMW Tetris have not been beaten yet. Gonna fire up the low one, get it out of the garage, dust it off with the compressor, and get to it. Wow.
Bring it around town. Bring it around. Just Jordan small face. Oh, what? That's it's him being happy with the fact that it's out of storage. You know how ugly that shit is. That one license plate light on some yellow ass plate. Single guy, but your stock looking ass rear end. Oh, that's real bad. Just little turbo noises.
Just had to pop the hood and double check something because the power steering pump was making some noise, and this thing does have a power steering leak from the M3 rack that I got in here. It's all been leaking for a while, so I think it just pissed out a lot of fluid. But man, first time back. Don't mind that truck in the background. First time back, man, she looking nice. But that backdrop of that orange truck's not hot, but feels good to have her back. I'm not gonna lie, much excited.